Hey guys, Reggie back here at the shop again with our Canyon, and today we're gonna do a quick install, no tools necessary, and we're going to install our daytime running light. But what's cool today, our install, is you guys are gonna see something really neat. Something that we've always installed in our shop is our sequential daytime running light, which we have never ever sold online, and that is actually something special that we've always done at the shop. But I'm actually going to show it to you, and it's going to make its debut here, and it's going to be online here soon. And I'm going to show you the difference between the two, and I'm going to install it and show you the difference on the Canyon. I'm going to install a sequential on one side and our dual color daytime running light and yellow flashers on the other side. So we've got our A-arm accessory power harness that we will use, and this is the harness that is going to be underneath your A-arm. So we're just going to disconnect the harness underneath the A-arm. We're going to plug this in between, and the output we will plug in our splitter harness on here, and basically we will plug in the module that comes with the A-arm accessory harness is the dual color module. So this dual color harness is 3-pin on one side and 2-pin out, which is for the dual color. So when you are doing dual color, the module comes with the A-arm power harness. If you are doing sequential, you will get a different module. So if you notice, this particular module is a little bit different than this one. So the sequential module actually is a 3-pin, very similar to this one, is 3-pin, but the other end is a 4-pin instead of a 2. So dual color LEDs will have a 2-pin, where the sequential will actually have a 4-pin. So that is the difference. So when you guys are getting a sequential, it'll be a 4-pin. Dual color will have a 2-pin. So that is the main difference. And in your kit on both, you will get your alcohol and you will get your primer. So that is the main difference between the two. So let's go ahead and get the Canyon up. We've got it up on the lift, so let's get it up in the air. And we're gonna start by installing the A-arm accessory power harness, and we'll start installing here. All right guys, so we've got the Canyon up on the lift now. So if you look underneath the A-arms, we've got the harness right here for the A-arm power harness right here. It's a 3-pin. You guys can see it right there, and you're gonna see that underneath both A-arms. So I've actually loosened it up, and you can take it apart right here, and we're just gonna plug in our A-arm power harness, both sides right here. All right guys, I got the harness right here, so we're gonna plug in our harness to it, and we're just gonna snap it in into place. And then now we're gonna take our splitter and now you'll see the bottom of the splitter, and we're gonna plug in on the 3-pin splitter, we're gonna plug in our dual color module. So this particular side, we're gonna do the dual color. So this is our dual color module, which outputs into a 2-pin. So whenever we're doing an install, we always want our wires to be towards the inside, especially when we're doing the sequential, because the sequence of the light, we want it to go this way towards the outside. And it just looks cleaner when we have our wires towards the inside, so we're not all jumping all up here. So don't forget to make sure we clean the A-arm by using your alcohol here and up here. And then once you're finished, use the provided primer here and here, and position your daytime running light right along the center here and here. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and install. So this particular side, we're going to install the dual color. So we're just gonna go ahead and peel a little bit of the backing here. So first, what I would do is just position it so you would have the section here that you know you're going to adhere it on. And then once you've got your position, just go ahead and position it, stick it on slowly, peel back the protective backing, and just work your way up. And again, your wire is towards the inside, so once you're finished, you actually won't even see the wire here. It'll be tucked in towards the inside. And then we're gonna repeat that with the top. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do the top section now. So we're gonna peel the protective coating. Gonna start towards the outside. Work our way towards the inside. Again, wire towards the inside. So one thing I forgot to show you guys when we were doing the package breakdown, actually you will get a splitter, a 1-to-2 splitter that you will install, one on each side. What I'm doing here, actually, I'm not gonna secure this down really good because I'm showing you two different models of LED. So obviously I'm not gonna run a dual color and sequential on each side. So you're gonna get a 1-to-2 splitter, and you're going to just join the top and the bottom together like I'm doing here. Now, if you're doing the back of the A-arm, you're going to have to get a optional 1-to-4 splitter, and this way you'll be able to connect the back two, and you're gonna use the same dual color module to connect all four. So once you've got this dual color splitter connected, now this is your dual color module that you connected to the A-arm power harness, and you're just gonna go ahead and just make that connection just like that. And then all that's left is just for you to go ahead and tuck this up and zip tie all this together. And that's pretty much it as far as for the install. So no tools needed. And it's just a simple plug and play. And we're gonna go ahead and test this here in a second. All right guys, we're back here now on the left side, and we're gonna install the power harness on the left side, same like we did on the right side. All right, so we got our harness here installed. And now we're gonna install our splitter. So on our splitter, we're gonna use the 3-pin out, and we're gonna use the sequential module, which has the 3-pin in into our splitter and the 4-pin out. All right guys, so we're back here on the front right. So we've got our module connected, and what I've done is I've actually connected my 1-to-2 splitter. So since we're on the right hand side and we're going to showcase the sequential on the right hand side, I've installed my 1-to-2 splitter. So the sequential being a 4-pin, you guys are gonna get a 1-to-2 4-pin splitter, being that it's sequential on this side. So again, make sure we clean this with alcohol, top and bottom, and make sure we use the primer. Also, don't forget on all your connections, make sure to use dielectric grease on all these connections so you guys won't get any corrosion and make sure we get a solid connection here for years to come. So let's go ahead and get this strip installed. All right guys, we're gonna start again from the outside, working our way towards the inside. We're gonna get it positioned. Once you've got your position, we'll go ahead and we'll just start. Again, I'm gonna lightly adhere this so that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing with this particular bike is I'm going to install the sequential, but for this install purpose, I'm not going to adhere this really solid. This is for video purpose only. I'm just gonna show you guys how to do the install real quick, and I'm gonna come back and do the final install later. But for this install purpose, this will be good. All right, so let me install the top. All right, so we got the top one. Again, we'll start at the outside, work our way in. Position it. What I like to do is make sure we go right up here to the edge so we hide our wires. Start on the outside, work our way in. All right, so once we're done doing that, we're gonna go ahead and grab our module, from our harness that we installed earlier. I've gone ahead and installed our 1 to 2 splitter harness connected to our module, and we're just gonna connect both of these LEDs together. And again, don't forget to put dielectric grease on these connections. And we're just gonna connect both the top and the bottom together. Again, I was mentioning earlier, if you guys did the back of the A-arm, we also have sequential red for the back of the A-arm. So if you guys do that, go ahead and purchase the optional 1 to 4 splitter so you can do the back of the A-arm also in red, and those will also do sequential if you're doing sequential front, and you'll use only one module and that'll power both the front and the back using just a 1 to 4 splitter with just a single module. All right guys, we got the Canyon back on the ground now, so we're gonna go ahead and fire this up and let you guys take a look. All right, so our sequential's got the nice startup feature. So again, this side right here, we've got our dual color. So let's go ahead and start with the dual color. We've got our turn signals here activated, the same with like the fenders. Okay, off. And we'll do our sequential. Awesome. Off. All right. Let's do the hazard. So here you got your dual color and you got your sequential. Off. Awesome. All right. Well, that's it guys. You see how to install the DRL, dual color and sequential. Pretty easy. So thanks for watching. So Reggie and my son Lucas here helping me today from the shop. Thanks again for watching, and hit like and subscribe if you guys like what you're seeing. So thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you new content and innovative products.